Hey everyone, hi, how are you? For those of you who don't know me, hi, my name is Winter, and please overlook my stinking nails. I haven't done them yet. I'm just waiting till this weekend to do them. But, anyways, for those of you who found your way here, this is a collective reading, and what I do is much like when I'm doing a private reading where I focus my intentions on that person's specific energy and I pull cards based on that person's specific energy and story. I uh, am setting the intention of connecting with the energies of all those that feel drawn to click on this video and connect with your stories. But everyone has a different story, so this is more of like a general type of reading. So only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I have uh, many different spiritual gifts and abilities that I use with my knowledge of tarot and oracle, um, and use all of that combined to channel messages from spirit for you. So I'm just going to get a quick sip of water, and I'm going to use the singing bowl to clear out any energies that are not of the highest good and say a prayer and connect with my spirit team. If you would like to go ahead and also, while I'm doing this prayer, connect with your spirit guides by just simply envisioning a healing light surrounding you and then setting the intention that you are going to receive messages from your spirit guides that are only of your highest good. And let's go ahead and begin. Thank you, Divine Source Energy, Divine Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, Archangels, Guardian Angels, Ascendant Masters of Love and Light, Ancestors of the Highest Good, Angelic, Cosmic, Galactic, Benevolent Beings, Higher Light Beings. For the good of all and to the harm of none, I call upon you this evening and invite you here into this space to help me grasp messages and answers that need to be delivered. May I see, hear, feel, and know the messages that you have for the collective and convey them in such a way as to enlighten, inspire, and heal. May the cards be enlightened with clear and easy to understand, honest, accurate, trustworthy answers and messages that come only from the divine, that are only of the highest good and to the harm of none, with peace, love, light, and gratitude. So it is. Namaste. You guys, I've got like uh, uh, claw marks all over my hands. They're all like scratched up and picked up because of my uh, kitty, Miss Hecate. She literally just decided that she was going to like grab hold of my hand and like claw into it. Like, and she's not trying to be mean. She's just like, plays too rough. But anyways, right now you are, I feel like, going through a period of um, releasing old emotional wounds. You may be you may be also dealing with releasing any guilt or shame that goes with um, sexuality and releasing any judgments that you feel against yourself or other people with regards to showing their body, you know, judgments against yourself or others regarding slut shaming, seeing people as one, like, maybe thinking, oh, this is shameful to dress this way or to act this way, and like really releasing any kind of deep emotional wounds that you have towards those things, because sometimes we don't even realize that we do. Even women can slut shame each other, because of um, societal beliefs, things that we were raised, ways that we were raised, jealousies, insecurities that we feel within ourselves. And so there may be like a time of like releasing those. Look, soul lesson and sensuality. I definitely feel like you have either currently or in the past have had to go through a difficult time with regards to sexuality, possibly even like, through learned difficult lessons regarding like sex in general, or with, maybe using sex as a weapon, as a tool, as a form to kind of get close to someone, things like that. But so that may be something that your spirit guides right now are trying to bring your attention to, bring your awareness to that. Really, what do they need to know? They need to know. Thank you. Oh, too many cards. Hold on, just take a peek though. You may be dealing with someone who's just like all or nothing, very stubborn, very like uncompromising with you. Yeah, because we've got this the black and white card with this rooted, and it's like someone it just is, I'm seeing very very stubborn, very set in their ways type of energy. This could be family, romantic partners, friends, co-workers, but there's someone around you that may just be very like hard-headed right now, very unwavering in their approach. And we got pushing buttons, so you and look, and we've got tranquility here, so not letting someone's toxic behavior get to you, taking time out, taking because like in literally we got this in the last reading that I did for you guys about like pausing and not immediately reacting, or pausing, like, let's just say you go through some sort of breakup, and immediately like you may feel like your world's falling apart, or feel like you're going through some sort of chaotic or devastating type of situation, and your spirit guides are really just urging you to be patient with yourself, to give yourself some grace, because it is going to like blow over. But right now, you may need to take some time away because someone may be triggering you. There's like some toxic behavior around you. Maybe someone has been playing games with you, playing mind games, trying to deliberately um, get a reaction out of you. And it says, you if you create or invite your own storms, you must be willing to endure the storm. So you could be like actually antagonizing someone to try to get some sort of reaction out of them, or this is someone that is just trying to trigger you, trying to, for lack of better words, someone deliberately trying to piss you off, play with your head, play with your heart. Maybe someone's trying to like play with your money, you know, and or deliberately, and and it's almost like you see how she's got her eyes closed too. Like I know when I get mad, I that's one of the things that I do is like close my eyes for a minute, and it's a way to kind of like ground myself. Like, Lord, please don't let me don't let me act out of character. Sometimes you have to do that in order to really gain control over your emotions. So yeah, definitely right now. That's what you need to know. There's, yeah, because I stopped shuffling and I look at the bottom of the deck and I've got unhealthy love, and it is a karmic connection. So there's been some drama, some unhealthy behaviors, and it doesn't have to necessarily be romantic. Okay, this could just be like a friend. This could be definitely be, because everybody that finds their way here, it's everyone has their own story, but it's like, it things have been, maybe there's been something that's been very unstable, and you've been trying to tap into your intuition, trying to like allow your gut to guide you right now, to see beyond what's directly right in front of you. You may be like, with this sensitivity, you may be feeling extra sensitive right now, and it even says triggers right here. Emotions could be definitely running high, because you see here she's in this water, and the water represents emotions, and it's like it's like well up on her chest, so it's like she's really in her emotions right now, being triggered. And so, like, with this glow up, I feel like this is your opportunity to really prove to other people, and but more importantly, like, prove to yourself that you have changed, that you've gone through this massive transformation, and so you have an opportunity now to really walk the talk, and to prove how in control you really are, and how much personal growth that you have had, because you've been connected with some unhealthy situation. Love yourself enough to know that you do deserve more than the bare minimum. You may have been getting the bare minimum from a particular person. Someone has been, like, maybe this is children that has just been like barely calling you or barely coming to see you. Maybe this is a romantic partner that has barely put in that bare minimum effort. Maybe this is a career for you, that you have only been getting like the bare minimum pay, and you haven't been getting it promotions or recognized. Whatever this is, it's been something that's been unhealthy. It feels more like a relationship, but for some of you this is a situation that you've been getting the bare minimum with. And with the moon trance, it's like, you need to really, instead of um like instead of focusing what's right here in front of you, think about long term, and think about, like, is this something that you're willing to put up with for a long term basis, and really tapping into listening to, listening to your intuition. But with this sensitivity card, it even says triggers on there. So, like, you may, somebody here creating some sort of drama or playing games and really triggering you, really. And look, and so, like, now it's time for you to take your fate, take destiny into your own hands, but you will be rewarded. We've got the fairy blessings card right here, and so they are saying that you can expect beautiful things out of life. Look, great beauty. This is about you, like, and it says, despite the flaws you think you have, there's nothing to fix or change. There's nothing to fix or change about you. You are absolutely beautiful and amazing, and you've been dealing with some deception, some manipulation with the snake charmer here. What are they ignoring? What are they ignoring? I do feel like someone around you has been a bit deceitful. They have not, and whether or not they've actually been telling you outright lies, or they've been sneaky, or they just have been hiding something from you, there's the energy of illusion, and someone like trying to pull the wool over your eyes. They have not been authentic with you. What are they ignoring, spirit guides? What are they ignoring? Whoa, way too many cards. I feel like you're ignoring your pain. Look, I said deception, and there it is again. All these cards slid out, and there's the snake charmer, which is what I was showed you guys a moment ago. This is deception. This is lies. This is enemies manipulation. You may be continuously feeling like you're being haunted, like there's some sort of attachment, like you may have been like attached, ignoring that you have like some sort of attachment wound, and so you may hold on to certain people longer than you should because there is that fear of abandonment, a fear of being alone. Look, there it is, the haunted. You're ignoring and being this attachment. You're ignoring like this obsession with a person or a situation. There's guilt or something here that you're ignoring. There's some sort of an attachment from the past. But look, we got the apathy card, and this apathy, it's a lot like the Four of Cups. Maybe you feel like maybe you feel like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. You're not happy with a person or a situation, or this is someone else that is not accepting an offer, an opportunity from you. Someone very aloof. What do they need to focus on, Spirit? Subtle energy. Don't underestimate your power. Don't underestimate the influence that you have in this world. So you may feel like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. But with this subtle energy, it's like, what is it? The strongest power requires the gentlest touch. Subtle energy travels faster than you know. The so it's like something here. It's about, this represents like some sort of power, a subtle power, or being underestimated or underestimating. So you're either being underestimated by other people, and or you're underestimating yourself. You're underestimating the power that you have over your life. And even for some of you, you're underestimating the power that you have over someone else's life. Wild. I'm just trying to figure out which tarot deck I want to use with these. Um, I'm actually just going to use this angel deck. So look, as soon as I pick it up on the bottom of the deck, it's the Knight of Wands. So someone, this definitely feels like a like some sort of trigger. Someone acting impulsive. But the Knight of Wands, it definitely can be like someone being harsh, and can just come in and, blah 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 blah, say their piece and push trigger, push buttons. What is this pushing buttons, Spirit? What is this pushing buttons? Some of you could be dealing with a water sign, or this is just a very emotionally charged situation. You could be dealing with someone who's emotionally manipulated you as well, because that King of Cups with pushing buttons, someone playing the playing with your heart. Could be dealing with, yeah. So let's see what actually comes out. What is this pushing buttons? Ooh, Six of Wands. And the Page of Pentacles. I'm putting this back because I'm only taking single jumping cards. But I see someone that just wants, like, there may be like some like you want someone maybe even to like put in an effort, or like you're wanting like some sort of attention here. There's like somebody that it like some sort of toxic behavior in order to get like some sort of attention or recognition. This may even be getting triggered online for somebody watching. Like you may be watching something online, or like you have recently watched something online, or you will see something online that just really triggers you AF. Really triggers you AF. What is this pushing buttons? Can you clarify? Single jumping cards only, spirit, or I can pull the Knight of Cups. Look, someone's acting petty. Fickle, someone acting very fickle. And I really feel like I want to read this Knight of Cups in the reverse, because he is triggering, maybe getting triggered within a relationship, or regarding like a love offer, or a lack of. It's like something here, somebody's heart is broken though, because I really feel like I want, because the Knight of Cups is paired with this drama, like that's, I want to read it like in the reverse. And so there may be like somebody like throwing a tantrum. What is that? It could be too someone like avoiding confrontation with you, or maybe you're avoiding confrontation. I'm sensing this someone here jumping to conclusions, not having all the facts and jumping to conclusion, but it's like some sort of um it's like some sort of like emotional turmoil regardless. May somebody being a bit like misogynistic. Am I even saying that correctly? That's what I'm getting in my head. Misogynistic. Someone here, uh well, okay. So you guys, the last reading that I did for you, I was picking up something about like bisexual or homosexuality. And the Knight of Cups in the reverse can represent that. So someone may be getting triggered at like someone's sexual preferences, because we also saw the sexuality card when we first started. And it's like, so you may be dealing with someone who might actually be like a homophobe, you know? Am I saying that word correctly? A homophobe? you could be dealing with a person who actually has these feelings, but like they're too afraid to admit this to themselves that they have these feelings. And for some of you, it's like you may think, well, my partner would never, they would never have that. But I'm seeing this being like the case. And for some of you, like you may even somebody watching, because it did come out in the reading with the homemade deck. In fact, I'm gonna use my homemade deck uh just to see like if that comes out, or if anything does. What is that? Okay, that is the reparenting yourself card. You may be trying to reparent yourself. There may also be like this, like someone just playing like emotional, like someone playing like emotional games, and there's uh like a lack of communication. Someone is like too busy to like pick up the phone and like text you or call you. Spirit, can you clarify this Knight of Cups with this pushing buttons? Can you clarify this Knight of Cups with pushing buttons? Comma, the God of love, blinded or intoxicated. There is, okay. So there's blinded and intoxicated by love, by this, by a relationship, and there's some sort of drama or toxicity within a relationship, but blinded by the love. Uh, Blinded by the light. Is there any other cards, Spirit? Moving day. Fear of cheating, bottom of the deck. Someone overspending. And we got online communications. Forgive yourself. Things are starting to pick up. I'm going to try to get one last card for this Knight of Cups, Spirit. And then stretching resources. Do you have like this sense of infatuation? Are you blinded by someone's toxic behavior because of the love that you have for them? Or have you been blinded by love, blinded to someone's games? There may, in this, with this pushing buttons, it represents like toxic behavior too. So there could be like some toxic spending habits as well. You may be like become so infatuated with something that you see that you want to purchase that you become um blinded by, shiny things. Or you could be dealing with someone like that. And then look, we've got religious traumas showing up here on the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like um, there is something here with regards to somebody that there's some sort of religious trauma around like bisexuality or homosexuality, that it's like it is a trigger for someone, and you could be dealing with someone like this. Okay. But I feel like for others of you, for the majority of you, this is where you have been so infatuated, and I got wrote on this card, blinded or intoxicated by love. So you have been blinded to someone's toxic behavior or their mind games. And maybe this was like a relationship, like when it first started. Maybe when the relationships first started, you were so blinded by the love that you had for this person, or the love that this person showed you. Maybe they came across as, uh a love bombing, and so you were blinded by that, or you were just intoxicated by this person to begin with, that you could not see how toxic they truly were. What's this haunted that they're ignoring? Maybe now you have become attached to this person, and this infatuation may have turned into an obsession without even realizing it. And now you have this attachment wound because you're fearful of being alone. Or maybe this is just love in general, like you're afraid that you're going to be alone. Can you clarify the haunted spirit as what they're ignoring? The lovers, look at the attachment. They're holding on to one another. There is some sort of an attachment wound. I got to look at this a little bit deeper, you guys. Hold on. Blinded by the light. Mhm. Spirit, can you give me some more clarity here? Look, sacral chakra. There is, look, and it says challenges with creativity, sexuality, emotional expression. Look, oh, shut up, shut up. I literally said attachment wound, and I just split the deck, and look, attachment wound. Someone, this, you may be like ignoring or not, maybe you didn't see that this other person has an attachment wound, or maybe you do. You've got some, and look how they're like, their hands are handcuffed, they're attached. Look, the attachment, look at that, because of your past. There's something that you need to make peace with from your past. Maybe it's not your inner child, but it's your inner teenager. Maybe you made some impulsive, reckless decisions. Maybe you had sex too early as a teen. The sacral chakra with the inner teen. And maybe this has caused a lot of fluctuating emotions within you and within your relationships. So everybody talks about healing the inner child, but nobody ever really talks about the inner teenager. Look, maybe you are worried about the future. There's some apprehension or some anxiety about what lies ahead, stemming from uncertainty, because that inner teenager within you is scared about, what's going to happen in the future. And so that inner teenager needs some healing and needs some TLC. There's an anticipation, anticipating negative outcomes, worried, haunted by possible negative outcomes, possibly because of choices or decisions, worried about the choices or decisions that you're currently making or that you have made, needing to address, like, are you making choices and decisions based out of fear or these obsessions or attachments, or maybe it's because you're worried about the future. Maybe you're worried that there someone else's ability to make good choices. Look, unresolved grief and shadow work, and that's a haunted, and it's about regret. There's some lingering pain, emotional distress related to the loss of a loved one or a significant life event. Maybe it's grief regarding like an actual loved one, like a physical person that has crossed over from physical to spirit, or there's unresolved grief regarding past relationships or a current relationship or just within love in general. And so there, like, you need to integrate all aspects of yourself together, uncover and integrate repressed or denied aspects of the self. Look, there's that inner child, psychic attachments. Wow. Can you clarify the subtle energy card here for what they need to focus on? Subtle energy, subtle changes, just the most subtle, slightest energy, the power that to tap into that. Don't underestimate yourself and your pain. Wise counselor, which would be the Hierophant. You may be dealing with um, some some sadness right now, a lot of sadness and worry about the future. Maybe worried that you're never going to find love, or worried about your career, worried about a loss. Don't underestimate your wisdom, your knowledge, your ability to do what's best for you, to make choices and decisions on what is best for you. And it says here on the card, ask the divine for help and trust the answers will come. I just want to clarify this real quick with my homemade deck. And I appreciate those of you who are still here. Also, you guys, um, don't forget that you could potentially win a free 30-minute reading by making sure that you're subscribed to this channel and like and comment, because I'm randomly going to choose one of the subscribers, or I'm randomly going to choose a video and then randomly choose someone out of the one of the subscribers out of the comments to win a free 30-minute reading. All right, Spirit, Can you clarify the wise counselor? Shut up. Are you kidding me? Does that not make you want to cry knowing that that spirit is here? Like, what are the odds? Like, that doesn't just happen. Like, what are the odds? Seriously. Like, have you seen my silhouette? Sheesh. Feel the power flowing through you now. Don't underestimate your power to make good decisions for yourself, to do what you need to do what's best for you. I can't even. You don't have to conform. You don't have to do things the way that you've always done them. You don't have to do things the way your parents did them, the way your friends do them. You have this power and you can call on the divine and ask the divine for answers, to ask the divine for assistance, for help. And but the power is in your hands. Feel the power flowing through you now to change your life. You don't need anyone else's validation. You don't need anybody else's approval. There may even be a fear of success. A lot of people have fear of failure, but there may even be like a fear of success within you, which is why you may have allowed yourself to be taken in by toxic people, someone who has been manipulative, cold, and cruel. And you may be losing hope in your situation, maybe feeling like you're losing hope with regards to love or just wherever your situation is, but feel the power flowing through you because changes, big happy change is coming. You are protected. Look at the triggers. Ask yourself, why are you getting triggered? And why your person or your perception of them, and how how that reflects on your own weaknesses. Are you getting also too triggers with not just relationship, but when you get triggered in general with other people, um and figure out like, why does certain things like online or certain people, certain friends, people in public, whatever, why do certain people, places, or things trigger you and make you upset or want to judge this or that? Are there aspects of yourself that you need to resolve within you? Is there unresolved grief or pain within you that you need to release, or to at least acknowledge, address it, acknowledge it, and feel the power within yourself to change that and to make decisions for yourself and to do what's best for you? Not knowing that you don't need anybody else's validation, nobody else needs your validation, because thoughts are just thoughts. So what, I mean, it's like whatever is in somebody's head, like you can't, like, why does that matter? What is in someone else's head doesn't make it real or right. Any last messages, Spirit? Any last messages for the collective? Just too many cards. You're not hard to love, though. You've just been dealing with people who have been manipulative, who have, taken advantage taken advantage of your love. And there is, again, we got this card the last time, which is the rebirth, a painful process of stripping away habits, personal beliefs, personal beliefs, karmic patterns, the death of the old self, stepping into a new identity, becoming the person you were always meant to be. These are just some homemade cards that I sat down and wrote up and channeled, but they are incredibly relevant, and it doesn't make them any less important than these like um professionally made cards, which really goes along with the message. Look, bottom of the deck, you are more than enough. Look, look. These are beliefs. The wise counselor releasing self limiting beliefs. So that's what Spirit's telling you to focus on, not to underestimate your beliefs, and releasing beliefs that don't underestimate your power. Don't underestimate the power that these attachments have on you. As a side note, I'm also seeing someone paying off some debt. Look at that. Bisexual fantasies. So there may be some, and then look, fear of change. Some of you may be dealing with someone who may be a bit of a homophobe, who may have like fear of so just this could just be sexuality in general, like not necessarily bisexuality, but just sexual fantasies and judging those. I feel like it's because there's definitely like some inner teenager, inner child stuff that is results from some sort of family belief system that went in, or something here that was ingrained in you at some point. And this fear of change goes hand in hand with that fear of changing one's mind, fear of releasing these beliefs that one has held on to for a long time. So, anyways, this is what I have for you guys. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. And